Hello friends! Welcome to another Smiling Colors video. This is Smita Katti, also known as the Shininess on Instagram, here today with a new tutorial talking about brush lettering on black paper. I'll be showing you how I lettered these three winter-themed phrases on black cardstock using watercolors. In today's video, I'll share which are the paintbrushes I use most often and also these watercolors that work great for lettering. I've tried these techniques many times and these are my absolute favorite products, and you can find a list of everything on my blog smilingcolors.com. If you're new to brush lettering, maybe watch this previous video of mine first where I explored the basics of brush lettering. Today's video focuses more on what works better while lettering on black paper, but these same tools can be used on white paper too. Okay, let's get lettering. For this first example here, I have a round number 8 watercolor brush by Winsor and Newton. I add some water and pick up the shimmery white color onto my brush. The paint set I'm using today is the Gansai Tambi paint set, and it's worth its weight in gold. I use it so often these days. I water down my paint quite a bit. With watercolor lettering, you need your brush to be good and wet so that you're able to paint a complete downstroke of a letter. My trick is to pick up as much watery color as possible onto my brush before each downstroke. The brush I'm using today is not really thin and narrow. It's a nice thick brush which you can see here, and it gives us these nice thick solid downstrokes. For the upstrokes, I apply less pressure while painting and get a thinner line, and I like this bold style of lettering. Here you can see the shine and shimmer of that silver white paint on the black. How pretty is that? This paint set never fails to impress me. Let's move forward onto the next phrase. This time I'm using a thinner brush. This is the 0 number brush by Royal and Langnickel. I'm still using the same Gansai Tambi watercolor set, but this time I'm going to use the gold coppery color instead. Again, I start by watering down my color first, and then I pick up the color and start lettering. You can go back in and add more color to your downstroke area if you need to. And here's another tip for you. Don't paint your letters too fast, which is what I did here with the S, and I wasn't happy with how the color spread, so I had to go in and fix it. You'll see that I go much slower in the next few letters, and the result is much more even and beautiful. This paintbrush is much smaller, but you see that the downstrokes are still bold, and maybe the upstrokes are slightly thinner than the previous brush we used, which just goes to show you that you can do great brush lettering with any brush really. What helps though are two things. One, using a good quality brush that is made with good bristles. And number two, a newer paintbrush always works better. As you use a paintbrush more and more, the bristles tend to separate and then you won't get that nice thin upstroke. And can we take a minute here to talk about that gold? This gold color is the best thing to use on black. I absolutely love this look, and I could letter like this for days. Okay, now let's try another watercolor set. This one is the Sakura koi set. And while I love that Gansai Tambi set to pieces, it is just too big to travel with. This koi watercolor set is so compact and perfect to take anywhere. It comes with its own palette and water brush, and today we're going to use that water brush itself for our lettering. We're going to try some basic white on black lettering. And you can see that I already didn't pick up enough paint on my brush and my downstroke didn't finish completely. With each paint set, you will have to figure out how much water to add. The water need is different each time. So in the beginning, it'll take a few minutes. So I'm getting a lot of gray in my lettering today because I keep running out of paint on my brush. But you know what? I think that look kind of works too. Lettering with a dry paintbrush gives a more artsy look to your work. And I'm going to go with it for this one. Now here you can see this water brush is a good quality one and has a really nice point to it. And while your paint is still wet, you can carefully add a bit more color to your lettering if you need to fix certain areas. And here is how it looks all finished. There's something so special about white on black. It is so simple and classic. And so here are the 3 examples for today, and I hope this tutorial encouraged you to try lettering on black yourselves. You can definitely see that the Let It Snow one is a bit chunkier, but I wanted to show you guys that it's possible to letter with a round brush of any thickness. Of course, for me, the gold is the winner. Let me know in the comments below which one is your favorite of these three. As usual, all the supplies are listed in the description box below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more DIY and lettering tutorials, and I will see you all again soon in my next video. Till then, happy crafting!